Hey everyone, how's it going? This is my June 2021 prayer update and just an update on what's going on with our family and with the ministry. Well, a lot has happened since the last time I sent a newsletter out. The base has opened up a lot more than what it was before. We're continuing to do our online ministry every Sunday night, and that's being very fruitful. But already the chaplains are allowing volunteers to go through the volunteer training and vetting process, um, which is a big victory for us and all the other religious services that are volunteer to help the chaplains on base. Before that, with COVID, when everything shut down, they weren't even doing the volunteer training, they weren't even doing the background checks. So the fact that they are getting ready to open the base later on and that they're already now doing the background checks is a huge sign in the direction of being able to go back on base and do ministry in person, face to face, with the sailors here at Great Lakes. So thank you for your prayers in that regard. Just please continue to pray that the process will go smoothly, that the base will be able to open sometime in the fall, if not sooner, and that once all of our volunteers have taken the training and been vetted, that we'll be able to go the first day they allow us to go back on base. One of the things that's been nice is we have a new national director for Cru Military, the Eatmans, and they have been able to come to our Great Lakes team and visit and share the vision of what Cru Military is going to be doing under their leadership and guidance. So it was a good time of fellowship and getting to know them a bit more. They met with us one-on-one, they met with us as a group, just being able to share our stories with them and them with us, and just all being single-minded and focused on the ministry ahead. So please pray for the Eatmans as they take on this new role as Cru Military's national directors, as they oversee all the ministries across the nation. One of the things that also was nice since the last video until now is that I was able to go on base with John McIntosh, who's our team lead here at Great Lakes, and meet with the chaplains on the base one-on-one too as well. So we met them as a group with our Great Lakes team here, but we also met them individually to be able to just sort of put faces to the ministry of what we're going to be doing, and looking forward to that. So now I'm going to ask Danae to join me to fill you in on what's been going on with our home and the family that's living with us, and just how you can pray for us in that regard. So Danae's going to join me right now. So
Hi everyone. So for those of you that have been following our story, know that we have the family of our first foster daughter living with us. Um, Lots of goals were met the first 5 months. The following 5 months, following 5 months, really have literally just been looking for a place for them to live. Um, some of you may know that the housing market is crazy right now, and that includes rentals as well. Not only are there very few rentals available, but they're also very competitive. So it's been very difficult for us to find a place for them to live, simply because those things. There's very few, it's very competitive, and when their application goes in, a lot of times it is not accepted simply because of past things on their record that all have been remedied and all have been improved and are no longer part of their lives. So literally, it's been 11 months that they've moved into our home, and especially this past month, we were really getting desperate, so we were praying to God every night, asking that He would move somebody, an individual, a specific organization, somebody who would be willing to work with us and give them a chance. Because that really was the only option that we had, is if an individual who knows our story and has personal experience maybe with struggles or with foster care would want to help us. And recently, we met somebody through a Facebook group, and it's actually a foster care support group, and they have stepped up and they're really showing promise of a very, very extraordinary opportunity for our family, at least for the next year. We're praying that everything works out right and everything goes through, that there's no issues, and that the family just continues to work hard. And the foster family that is offering this opportunity will also work to continue this plan. Right now, we're confident that everything will be okay, but there's also a little bit of nervousness involved, simply because there's a lot of things involved that have to happen for this opportunity to be possible. So we ask you if you can please pray for this individual that has stepped up, and for our family, and that everything will work out just fine, and that we can close this chapter in our life and start a new one.
So another thing that happened since our last update was that Danae and I took a road trip to Texas to visit family. We call it like a Texas road to Texas. We call it the Texas World Tour because we visited all the major cities in Texas. We stopped in Dallas to see my brother and his family. Then we went to Waco to see Danae's cousin, who works at Baylor, him and his wife. And then we went to Houston when we met up with her parents, who also traveled to Texas to see some more of her family. And then from Houston, we went to San Antonio for a few days to visit more family. And then from San Antonio back to Austin to see my nephew. And then from Austin, we went back to Dallas for a couple days before kind of resting and then heading back home to Illinois. So, we're thankful to God for protecting us during the road trip. And, it was a lot of good times seeing family there. We're able to make a presentation to a small group about what we do with the family here and what we do with Cru Military. So that was a good opportunity to be able to share our story while we were on the road on vacation. So just to recap, the ways that you could be praying for us and for the ministry is that the base will open up, that it'll open up very soon. Pray for the chaplains that we have met with and all the chaplains here that I didn't even meet with yet. They're very understaffed and overworked, and they're really looking forward to having our team back on base to be able to come alongside and help them with their missions. We're here to support the chaplains, not do ministry through the chaplains. We're actually here to help the chaplains. So pray for the chaplains. Pray for all the sailors here at Great Lakes, those in boot camp, those who are in the A school, C school across the street from the boot camp, and the staff and the families that are here. So pray for the family that's with us. Pray that they will find a home, that they'll be able to further get back on their feet. They'll be able to transition before further goals later on down the line of maybe getting their own place. So with this opportunity that Danae just shared, just pray that will go through. Just pray for God's favor on the whole situation. And anything else you could think of? That's it. So we thank you again for your continued support, and we thank you again for your continued prayers. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the update for June 2021.